Hey, welcome back to Scorpion Insights. I'm Jamie Adams, joined by my good friend and colleague, Andrew Adams, bearer of the same last name, but of no family relation. So Andrew and I are going to be talking with you a little bit about generative AI and its impact on digital marketing, specifically its impact on search results. We have a very strong point of view on 7 ways that we believe generative AI is going to impact search. We talked in a previous Insights video about the fact that we believe consumers are going to move from this kind of idea of search to conversation. The second thing that I think is going to be a big impact is that online reviews are going to be much more meaningful and foundational to a business's ability to be discovered in these conversations. Now, Andrew, you and I have played around a lot with Google Bard. We've played around with Google introducing generative AI into its core search results. We've played around with ChatGPT. What have you seen about reviews that is different than how reviews kind of highlight a business in traditional search?
Yeah, definitely. I think now, traditionally, people might find your Google business profile. They go look, see your star rating. They might scroll through some reviews to get a little bit of insight in your business. With this new generative AI search, Google is using the commentary from those reviews.
The actual content from the reviews.
So
what people are saying about you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jamie Adams was a great plumber.
Yep.
He was affordable. He was on time.
That would not be true, by the way. I have no skills in plumbing. I have to hire someone every time. But I like where you're going. Okay, so, Yep,
these 3 qualities we loved about him. Someone then searches, I'm looking for an affordable plumber near me who's great, came on time, etc. It's going to pull in that review specifically, or it might kind of aggregate of a lot of people are saying so-and-so is affordable.
Yeah.
It might be the opposite, right? It might be I'm looking for an attorney who's good at communicating.
Yeah.
And Google might pull in a review that says this attorney is actually really bad.
Yeah, I think it's a really important point, and we can tie this back to the conversational component, right? So again, I think one of the things that we've seen as you interact with, say, ChatGPT or Google Bard, or if you've enabled generative search results in your traditional Google search tool, one of the things you see is that people start asking more specific questions like, hey, I'm in area code 75208. I've got a clogged drain. I need an affordable plumber who can get to my house today, right? Google's going to actually go out and they're going to source information about these businesses, and they might find a review that says, hey, we found 3 companies whose reviews specifically said they were affordable, they could get to you same day, and they've got experience actually fixing your drain problems. Right? So Google's going to start using that information, that content in your reviews to actually help propagate an answer to the question that the consumer's asking through a tool like Bard, or if you're on ChatGPT, we see very similar things through reviews on other tools as well, other platforms as well. So what does this mean for you as a business? Well, number one, I think it's indicative of the fact that reviews are more important than ever. Would you say the same thing?
Yeah, I agree.
What about should companies be actually maybe instructing or helping lead their consumers or their customers on what to say in their reviews?
Yeah, I think telling your customer the same idea. Be specific in the services we provided. Be specific in what you really liked or didn't like about us is a great way to kind of move into those more specific things, especially if you're an attorney who practices personal injury, but you focus on a lot of different really specific types of personal injury.
Yeah.
Those mentions are going to help people find you easier.
100%. So, I mean, again, I think there's a lot of interesting information here. Again, the more reviews that you're going to get, the better. The more detailed you can actually help your customers be in their reviews about their business, right? If you provided them with a drain cleaning service, have them mention that. If you're an attorney and you gave them legal advice around a child custody case, or you help them win a car accident case, I ask them to be specific about their experience with you, again, because those things are actually going to help you get discovered by new customers, especially as people get more conversational with how they're looking for your business or your services on search engines like Google, on new tools like Google Bard or ChatGPT. So again, reviews, super foundational today in search, but even more important as generative AI becomes more prominent in Google and in being in other places like that. So that's it for today's Scorpion Insights. Hope you got a lot of value from this one. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Specifically, we're going to be talking a lot more about how generative AI is going to continue to impact digital marketing and search and what you can do to prepare for it. Until next time, we hope you have a great day.